friends, it's Amber with MickeyTravels. I'm going to go over some extra little things that you can add to your Walt Disney World trip today. So before I get started though, keep in mind there are tons and tons of different things to do each time you do visit Walt Disney World to make your trip completely different. It's not just about the parks. And also, everything that I'm going to go over today, as your travel agent, I can add and book and do all of this for you to take the stress away, because it is a tedious process to try to get all of your things reserved. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about going to Disney or have just booked, that I can assist you with this and my services are completely free. And you can contact me on my Facebook page or my email, and I'll be happy to help you plan and book and then add all these cool things that I'm going to talk about today, including everything else, which if you've seen my channel, you know, dining reservations and whatnot. All right, so spiel over. Let's get started checking out Disney World's magical extras. The most popular thing that I book, in addition to dining reservations, are the Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boutique and the Pirates League. Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boutique is located at Magic Kingdom, and there is a downtown Disney location. You can book this 180 days in advance, so the same time as your dining. You cannot book these online. You will have to call to book these, or your agent can do it for you. What the Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boutique does is it takes your daughter or prince, they do have a prince option that you can do for your son, and gives them the makeover that you've probably seen on all sorts of other blogs or things on Pinterest and on TV. They can do small things such as just hair and nails, and they can do full makeovers with princess outfits. The Pirates League is geared toward more of the boys to get a complete pirate makeover. It is going to be less expensive than the Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boutique, which ranges anywhere from $30, $50, all the way up to $250, depending on what package you get. At the Pirates League, they can dress up as a pirate and have different choices. I think Jake from the Neverland Pirates is a choice. And there's also a mermaid that the girls can do if you decide that the Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boutique may be too young for your daughter or too expensive and she wants to do more of a mermaid look. You can make a reservation for her there. So both of these, Pirates League is at Magic Kingdom at Adventureland. Both of these are 180 days in advance, and there are some limitations to the age. I think you have to be under 12. So that's a great opportunity to get your child dressed up maybe before a dining with a character or before they go meet some of their favorites, just for some great photo opportunities. If you just want your daughter to have just the pixie dust in their hair, they do put that in for free at Castle Couture, which is located in Magic Kingdom as well. They do a little pixie dust fairy thing for anybody, even adults. And my recommendation is, if you're going to do the Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boutique or the Pirates League, is to do it early in the trip, because the hairstyles do stay for quite a while. So if you do it at the beginning, your son or daughter will have the look for quite a bit. The hair stays a very long time at the Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boutique with that hairspray. There are tons of different tours that you can book when you're visiting Disney, and one of the most popular ones is the behind the scenes one. It's about $79, and you get a look at some of the cast member areas and some of the backstage stuff. There are tons of other ones you can book, and you can see them online. Here's the sample of what that looks like here. There are tons to choose from. Some of the most popular, besides the behind the scenes one, there's more of a family-friendly one. They take about 2 to 5 hours, depending on which tour you pick. There's one at Epcot, behind the seeds, where they take you into where they're growing some of their plants there. There's one at Animal Kingdom. It's like a wild trek that you can look into. So tons of different things. And this will be good if you've gone many times and you just kind of want to see a little different side of Disney. So again, those range in all different kinds of prices, about $70 for adults for that behind the scenes one. You can find all those prices on the Disney website. There are a few of the Disney resorts that have a pirate adventure cruise. The Grand Floridian, Caribbean Beach, Yacht and Beach Club, and the Port Orleans Riverside offer a cruise for the kids to take part in that will be pirate themed. You don't have to be staying at those resorts to be taking advantage of that. You can just meet the cruise boat there and then go take your little journey. 4 to 12 on this, any gender is fine. You're invited to join the pirate fun and have a pirate snack while listening to pirate legends and discovering clues to a treasure chest. Had to read that off there. I've only booked a couple of these. It's a pretty cool thing, especially if you have kids that are into those hands-on scavenger hunt type items. So that might be something to think about if it's on your off day and you want to send the kids there, and maybe you and your husband or you and your wife go do something a little off to the side while the kids are taking part in this adventure. So you can book this on the Disney website. It may say you have to call in for that one too. And the prices are on there as well, if you want to check out what those are. There are a few options for a fireworks cruise on the Seven Seas Lagoon. There's a pirate themed one again, but that one does include adults too. So you get like a little snack, you do a little interaction with some of the Peter Pan cast pirates like Hook and Smee are there, and then they take you out in front of Magic Kingdom to see the fireworks for Wishes. This one is about $69 for adults and $41 for kids. You can also rent a private boat to do that, and you can do that through the Contemporary Resort if you want to do something a little more private and a little more luxurious. There's also, sometimes seasonally, they have fireworks cruises for Wishes. I know there's one right now for the holiday season, and then Illuminations also has one. So there's 3 different choices depending on your time of year to look into, to maybe having a special look at the fireworks if you've already maybe seen them before in the park. So those can be found on the Disney website. Probably one of the most expensive experiences that goes above and beyond the Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boutique for a princess is the Princess Tea Party. It's at the Grand Floridian. They have the tea set up. There is a little lunch involved too, but then they get a nice partying gift for being a part of it. But it does have a hefty price tag. It's near $300 to participate in this. Some of the gifts include an Aurora doll. They get a bracelet, a tiara, a necklace, a rose, all kinds of really cool things. And it's a very bona fide event for your princess. If it's a special occasion, maybe you're celebrating for her. Prince and boys are invited to participate in this, and they do have alternative gifts to give the boys that decide they want to do this as well. A parent does have to accompany a child on this one, so that's part of the reason why it's a hefty price tag. The Disney website does allow online reservations for this, so you can check that, and it'll have the specific pricing on there too. So this is called the Disney Princess Tea Party. And alongside that, there is an adult tea event called the High Tea at the Grand Floridian that you can reserve and try different types of teas and have small little sandwiches to have as well with your tea. Those take place from 2 to 5 in the afternoon, and you can book those online. 180 days, I believe, is when you can start booking that. Some of these other things, the fireworks cruises and whatnot, it just varies. And if you have an agent, I mean, they'll be checking all the time for you. But if you are booking on your own, maybe 60 days before for some of those. If it's not the 180, you'll have to call to find out. Inside the park, sometimes with the fireworks, you can have a dessert party. There's one with Wishes that's about $29, and you get a wide variety of snacks, and then you have a nice private area to watch the fireworks. They have about 50 to 100 people that have this small area to watch. It's near Tomorrowland Terrace. There's also one near Illuminations that's a little higher. They allow a little more people in that one, but you have prime seating for the fireworks. I think it's about 50 a person on that one. And the desserts are very similar, and they'll be seasonal desserts. Very good. It's nice if you've never seen the fireworks and you just want a better view. I believe they sure serve sparkling champagne at some of these. So, I mean, the food quality, from what I've heard, I mean, it's just a dessert. It's kind of a hefty price tag for a dessert, but again, it's a really great spot for the fireworks. On the Wishes one, it's where Tinkerbell lands after she comes from the castle. So it's a neat spot. Also, you can kind of see the Main Street electrical parade from there, so it's like a reserved spot instead of having to fast pass it if it's a priority for you. You can find the prices for those on the My Disney Experience website, and you can also book those too. But again, those are really difficult to find when they open up for reservations. They say 180 days, but a lot of them are never open. It's very hard to find, so try 60 days before on those. If you're taking advantage of the Water Park and More package, which includes visits to the water parks and then some of the golf courses and putt-putt, that's a great money saver if you intend to do the water park at least one day, and it also one of the golf, or if you're going to go to the water park more than once. Disney Quest no longer is going to be a part of that. They are closing that after December of 2015. So it does limit your uses on the water park and more. I'm hoping they're going to add something different since they're taking that away. So if you don't have that option, but you are interested in putt-putt, there are 2 putt-putt locations at Disney World, and one is like a Fantasia themed and one is like a winter themed. And then they have regular golf courses for those golf enthusiasts. when you do make a reservation at Disney, you can receive a packet that will have some coupons in the back, and it will have 2 free rounds of putt-putt on the back, and then I think with the water park and more, you get free golf at the Buena Vista one. There's a couple of golf courses there. So if you do have someone that maybe will go out early in the morning and want to golf, consider that package. And then the putt-putt, I think it has to be before 4 p.m. to take advantage of the coupon, and in the water park one. But that's something nice. I mean, putt-putt is maybe something you do all the time, and you don't want to maybe do it on Disney and rather be in a park. But the courses are really cool, and it's something to try at least once. And one of the last things I have is to check out Fort Wilderness, because they have a lot of neat things that you can do. They have horseback riding, they have the carriage and the horses, which is also at Port Orleans Riverside. They have the Chippendale Sing-Along, where you make s'mores as well, which is free. So if you're an outdoorsy person, there are lots of things to check out at that resort. You don't have to be staying there to participate. Might be a good thing to do on an off day, when you want to take a break and just kind of do some of the outdoorsy stuff. The prices are online for the horseback riding and whatnot, and you can make advanced reservations for a lot of those too. I hope this gives you some ideas on what to consider outside of just the parks, of extra things to do or extra things to reserve. And if you would like some assistance on your vacation, feel free to contact me and I can help you book these along with everything else and be your stress relief for trying to plan a Disney vacation. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I look forward to a great new year of videos. Thanks so much for the support. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead. I do post Disney videos whenever I can. There's just so much information out there that changes and I try to keep up with. And I do have a whole Disney lifestyle, so I like to bring out my life in there and share with you guys my trips and things that I have and collections and whatnot. So I'm hoping to bring that into play a little next year too. Have a magical day. I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.